existence of the life after death.
No palpable proof can be given. All the so-called proofs suggested by the modern thinkers and believers are such as, they don't hold water. It is impossible to prove life after death in a scientific manner. That is the language which is understood by the modern people. So because an attempt was made to prove to the world today scientifically that life after death is a reality and which can be observed and seen and witnessed by people and reported later on. So there were so many objections, and the lady's impression is quite right that those who supported these arguments were weak. And if the overwhelming vote was in favor of this, that was just because they had inherited this belief. As far as the debate itself was concerned, on the merit of this debate, no sensible man should have agreed with the proposal. So I agree with that, because the Holy Quran tells us that none ever returns from that world. No one is permitted to make a return visit to this world and tell people what I have observed and witnessed. So all the effort made by the modern men, modern so-called scientists, are diametrically opposed to the Holy Quran statement, so they must be wrong, and this is exactly true. Moreover, the experiences which they have quoted, but for instance in the book which was first published under the title of Life After Life, it created a great hue and cry and commotion in the world, and both pro and far comments started appearing in many magazines of the world. That book I have read with quite serious application of mind. I read it in 1978. First I think it was in Canada when I think it was the president of the north of Canada there is a Jamaat. Not north, eastern Jamaat. Basharuddin Joseph is the president. Saskatoon? No. Basharuddin Joseph. Montreal, yes. Yes, I think I remember it was in Montreal. It was he who first presented me with this book when I visited there in 78. Although I had read about it, but that was the first time I came across it. So I read all the incidents, all the so-called human experiences related in that book, and found that mostly it was a psychological experience or a mental state of hallucination which could be shared by many who could be declared clinically dead but were not actually dead. So this is why the doctors who support this idea insist again and again that this state of life which is mentioned here, or state of death which is being mentioned, that can be only officially declared as clinically dead, but not really dead. According to the statements, according to the observations of Ahmad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, man's soul takes a much longer time to totally dissociate from body than what is generally observed as death. The death in the form of death from the vantage point of man is of a shorter duration. Somebody dies and you think all contact of soul with the body is severed, and this is the dead body and there is the soul separated completely. According to Ahmad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, even the holy men take 3 days for that total severing of soul from the body, and for some people the period is much longer. So for anybody to claim that he has returned from the dead within half an hour of the clinical death is wrong anyway. and the experiences which have been described there have an internal evidence that this could not be a reality. For instance, everybody reports a sinking feeling. Once I was given, during an operation, I was put out for a while, and anesthesia, under the influence of anesthesia. I think in those days it used to be ether. That was the word missing me. Under ether, I had exactly the same feeling, as if I was sinking, thing was going round and round. So that is not death, that is the sinking of consciousness to a much lower level. And secondly, each man experiences the same delight, lightheartedness and pleasure and bliss, regardless of the life he has led here on earth. Even if he is a murderer, he is a rascal and a vagabond of the first waters, still, according to these experiences, he will be treated exactly alike by God. Kind hands would receive him, and he would have a sublime pleasure and satisfaction. So if that be true, then every religion is wrong. Then there is no accountability. Then the moral systems in the world must fail. Because if the man is assured that whatever you do here, after your death you are going to find peace and pleasure and, absolute heavenly feeling right at the instant of your death, then why should we bother about anything here on earth? If we believe, then why not everybody should commit suicide and seek that pleasure, knowing certainly that this is not a crime. Or even if it were a crime, it wouldn't make any difference. So the order of the world would disappear totally if such an idea was promoted, and we can't believe a God to have created the world like this. On the one hand, he emphasizes the role of religion in framing our characters, in modulating our lives, in improving the standard of morality and so on. On the other hand, after we die, he treats us all alike, the rascals as well as the pious people. So either that book is a very great fraud played upon the mankind by some agencies like CIA or things. Nowadays I have noticed a tendency in America to create interest in religion, because they think religion is a natural defense against communism. So because they have no philosophy to fight communism with, so to control the people in their own respective countries, it is advantageous to the West if some sort of belief is kept alive. Whatever form it be, they are not concerned. But they must champion the cause of religion as such. So under some influences, unseen hands are working towards the creation of such experiences and so on and so forth, and they are given very special publicity all over the world. Because as you know, when the religions begin to deteriorate, they end up in superstitions. They don't just die off completely as live religions and dead people, dead religion. There is a long period of no man's land, a transition period between a religion, live religion and a dead religion. In between there is a long period, sometimes many centuries of superstitions. So for instance, look at the history, and this is these superstitions sometimes are automatically born and sometimes they are created to keep some faith alive. In Russia, for instance, people believe that there is total atheism. It is wrong. Religion, the lack of religion has given rise to a multiple phenomenon of believing in so many types of superstitions. according to one estimate,